Hello and how are you? My name is Elenaru and this is my Inktober for day 15 to 31. First off, just being upfront, I'm just going to smash these out because there was a few of them where I hadn't done the recording, and that was more because it was just a bit challenging to actually record it based on the space that I had. So that first one was weak, and I really struggle with that word, and so I thought about it and I thought, you know what? Weak, like little cute animals are physically weak, but they're so adorable. So they were two baby leopards that I used a photo reference for. This one here is swollen, and I thought I'd draw this floating woman in the air as if she was ballooning out and swollen, and then I realised, Harry Potter. So that was kind of funny. This one here is bottle. It did take me a while to think of what to do because I almost cheekily reposted the poison one because I did a bottle. But this bottle, for those that don't know, I'm a huge Legend of Zelda fan. Probably not as diehard as some other people, but I like to think myself as a really big Zelda fan. And so this artwork is a bottle of Lon Lon Ranch milk. And once I had this idea in my head, I was like, how could I not do this? So that's what I did, and I used photo references to try and get the characters right, which I hope I did get them right. The next one was Scorched, and I thought a scorched desert would be really interesting to do, and it was. And I really enjoyed trying to flip between humans and landscapes. I do enjoy challenging myself in that way because I do like to draw humans more so than landscapes, but during these challenges I've actually found that the landscape side of things has been really interesting. This one is Breakable. I didn't record this one, and this is based on my mum has these Christmas baubles that are made out of glass, and they were breakable, so that's where that came from. This one is a bit of a love-hate drawing. So I drew this one while I was at work and I was inking it, and I was playing around with some new inks that I got in my sketch box for October, which was amazing. And I honestly wasn't feeling too well during this one too, so I feel like that may have had an impact. So I just got the shading a little bit off on it, which I'm not entirely happy with. But at the same time, you know, I think it's still important to show these artworks because we're not always perfect, and it helps show the development and progress. So this one is expensive. I just decided to do a bunch of different expensive things. I tried to do an Aventador, which is a type of car that's really fast and really expensive, but cars aren't my thing, but, it was good fun to try it. And of course, I added in a Copic marker because those things are forking expensive. This one is Muddy, and I thought of last year because I actually did one of a little boy who was all muddy, and I can't remember what the prompt was, but I thought, oh, wouldn't that be cool to redraw it? But I just wasn't quite ready to do that yet, and I thought of this image where a man and his best mate, who is his dog, are walking up to their house after a big thunderstorm that's caused a lot of mud on the pathway. And so I had a lot of fun doing the palm trees with this one, and also the little frog. This one is Chop. I went and saw my brother who lives in the mountains, and I got to chop some wood, and this is a accurate depiction of what happened. This one here is Prickly. So it's a cactus, Mrs. Cactus throwing a party with Miss Pandanus and some, not echidnas, that's what we have in Australia. I would say porcupines, they're the ones that are more spiky, I think. This one here is Stretch. Now, I had a lot of fun with this one. So this is based on stretchy slime. So within my work, I'm a children's counsellor, and so I get to do some fun things like make slime and things with the kids. So I did this up, showed my partner, and he was like, it looks like she's getting kidnapped. So I wrote stretchy slime on there so that it was very clear it's about the slime that's stretchy, not kidnapping. So it was just funny to think of how my brain thinks very differently. This one here is Thunder. This is a drawing of my sister and I snuggling in a blanket during a thunderstorm because so we're scared, snuggling together and waiting for the storm to pass. So this was really fun, and I found that, I don't know, like all of a sudden it was a very different kind of art style, which was fun to do, and it was just a bit odd that it happened, but you know, I guess that's part of the whole journey of being an artist. So the next lot here from 28 to 31, I did not record, but this is gift. So a little girl gifting a present to her father. So this one I wrote, in a small town there lived two sisters. Speculation is these sisters are witches. Everything was in twos. The cauldrons, the plates, the chairs and the spoons. And that was for double. This one is Jolt, and when I posted it, I was like, don't stick your finger in a outlet, like a power outlet. This last one is Slice, and I thought 31st, Halloween, the most horrifying thing is when someone would cut a cake right in the middle like this. Would drive me nuts. But I will be totally honest with you, as much fun as Inktober was, and I know this was definitely not my best drawing, this last one, I, in a sense, almost couldn't care. I was just so, I actually, because of my work, I had to do 4 drawings in one day on the 31st of October, so I got all of these done within October. Like you've seen in some of my other videos, it's sort of, some of them would be 2 in one day, or I wouldn't record some of them just because I just wanted to get it done and not have to worry about setting up my space so I could get good lighting for recording. So whilst this one isn't my best piece, I got it done, and I'm happy because I followed the challenge where I did 31 different drawings within the month of October. Yes, some of them weren't every day, but at the same time it was all done within 31 days. So I'm really happy with myself. I had so much fun, and I've noticed so many changes within my art style and my technique, and I really enjoyed using the watery ink and a paintbrush. That's been a lot of fun, and I definitely want to dabble into that. So apologies for the lateness of this video, but a part of me is like, you know what, it's fine. Here's a video smashing out, 15 to 31? Was it? Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to showing some more of my artworks with you. Fare thee well, fine human. Until next time.